having a very, very bad morning. Look in my face. I'm not in a very good mood.
Here's what I love about First Take. Nobody keeps receipts better than us.
All right then.
Well, we can't actually go through that live, but let's say they had his best interest at heart. No.
Welcome back to Fame Drop. So Stephen A. Smith just went off the rails on Vanessa Bryant, and this isn't just about heartbreak. Months after cozying up with her new man, Vanessa's been left high and dry, stripped of Kobe's anniversary jewelry, and accused of putting her own household at risk for a dude she barely even knew. The craziest part? Stephen A. swears he saw this coming from day one, but now everyone's whispering. Was Vanessa truly blindsided, or was the whole thing a ticking time bomb just waiting to explode?
May you both rest in peace and have fun in heaven until we meet again one day.
Vanessa's been quietly patching up her shattered heart since that morning she got a cold text from her so-called boo, ending things just like that. But here's where the pain turned into straight fury, because this wasn't just a breakup. Word is, her man didn't just walk away, he walked off with Kobe's anniversary jewelry too. That's when the cops had to step in. The story slipped into the public when a Newport Beach police source confirmed Vanessa filed a complaint about missing jewelry and cash. But the detail that made everyone raise their eyebrows? Vanessa allegedly asked for the whole thing to stay low-key, like she already knew it would blow up big. And the kicker? There was no break-in. Nope. According to the official report, Vanessa believed her own lover took the stash.
The widow had a ticket for her never seen in public before boyfriend, but she chickened out at the last minute for the big event last night. And that is Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa Bryant, at the 2024 ESPY Awards. Vanessa ended up taking Ciara, but back in the day there was a rumor that Fernando Vargas, the boxer, lived in her guest house.
Enjoying the video so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to Fame Drop so you're here for the next one. That's when reality hit. Vanessa wasn't only grieving the split, she was drowning in regret. She knew the backlash would be brutal once this story leaked out. And right on cue, in stepped Stephen A. The plot thickened when Stephen A. flat out confirmed Vanessa's man had ditched her. Remember when those rumors first started? Vanessa being linked to a new guy just 5 years after tragedy struck her family? Stephen was the loudest voice, calling her out, dropping receipts, and reminding people of the bigger picture. Now with the breakup out in the open, Stephen wasted no time firing shots on his show. He said he always knew she'd get dumped. The signs were flashing in neon from the start. But what he called the real humiliation wasn't just the heartbreak. It was that she allegedly put everything, even her kids, on the line for a guy she barely knew. One clip from Stephen's rant blew up instantly. It wasn't only the words, it was how he said them. He leaned back, smirking, delivering every line like he'd been waiting for this exact moment. He doubled down, daring her to prove him wrong.
Kobe and I were pretty tight. People didn't realize that, but we were. He talked to me about a lot of things. And in 2006, he came on my show quite frequently. And I was talking to him about hosting the show. I was hosting the show and I said, hey, they calling me like, they saying I got the potential to be the next Oprah. And he said, quote, F Oprah. Harpo.
And the internet ate it up. Fans rushed into the comments section, siding with Stephen A. One wrote, she thought she was being slick, but she got played. Another commented, Kobe would be rolling in his grave right now if he saw this mess. Others chimed in, calling Stephen A. on point as always, and labeling Vanessa a traitor. And just when it seemed like things couldn't spiral any further, here comes Kobe's own mother stepping into the drama. Pamela Bryant is reportedly furious, and now Vanessa could even face a fight for custody of the younger Bryant girls. See, Kobe may have had rocky ties with his parents while alive, but his family's love for the grandkids was never in doubt. So when Pamela caught wind that Vanessa allegedly brought her new man into the house and gave him free access around the kids, that's when things really started heating up. Pamela wasn't having it. The moment she heard the news, she stormed straight into Vanessa's house and unleashed pure chaos. And if you've seen that footage, you know she didn't come in like a sweet grandma checking on the kids. Pamela came in like a warrior ready for battle. She hurled accusations, shouted names, and told Vanessa flat out that she was dragging the Bryant name through the dirt and putting the grandkids at risk. See, moving on and dating again is one thing, but getting so caught up in a new fling that you let some man stroll into your kids' lives, that's where Pamela drew the line. And she wasn't just ranting, she came with demands. Pamela told her, pack the kids' bags and hand them over. That's when the spark hit the powder. The custody war had officially started, and Vanessa completely lost it. Vanessa broke down in front of Pamela, crying and accusing her of trying to steal her children. Moments later, she even posted a video of herself sobbing, her face red, her voice shaking, proof that she was devastated after the confrontation. But Pamela didn't buy it for a second. She doubled down, threatening that if it came to court, she'd be there front row, ready to fight tooth and nail for those kids. And the most chilling part? According to one insider, Pamela's exact words were, "I'll go to the deepest parts of hell before I ever allow you to ruin those kids the way you ruined my son." That line alone shook people to their core. Pamela wasn't bluffing, and Vanessa knew it. Now, Vanessa's scandal isn't just about a messy breakup. It's snowballing into a full-blown family war. She's already lost public respect, and if Pamela can prove Vanessa's been slipping as a mom, she might lose custody of her daughters too. Trying to get ahead of the backlash, Vanessa turned to Instagram with some cryptic damage control. She dropped a story that read, "The devil is working overtime. Don't fall into his hands." Short, sharp, and dramatic. Exactly her style. Fans instantly connected it to her old playbook, remembering when she shut down those pregnancy rumors by posting those Rihanna memes. Vanessa's IG activity gave the exact same vibe as before, only this time, you could tell she was really triggered. She didn't stop at just one cryptic post. Minutes later, she dropped another, warning, "Might be time to sharpen those fangs." This one hit different. Sharper, darker, almost violent. She didn't name names, but let's be real. It wasn't posted in thin air. She left it up long enough for tabloids to grab screenshots, and you already know they raced straight into Stephen A's lap. The message couldn't have been clearer. Vanessa was ready to go to war. Whether it meant clapping back at Stephen A for clowning her situation or standing against Pam Bryant who threatened to take her kids, she wasn't backing down. But instead of gaining sympathy, the mood online flipped against her. Fans flooded the comments, and the tone was brutal. One person compared her to a wolf in sheep's clothing, blasting, "It's all smiles for the cameras, but behind closed doors, she's a monster." Even her usual defenders fell silent. Normally, wives of NBA stars stick together like a sisterhood, but this time they stood back and let Vanessa drown in the backlash. And believe it or not, that wasn't even the worst blow.
Vanessa Bryant might be messing with Snoop Dogg on the low. She went to Snoop Dogg's concert in November 2023, and you see Snoop Dogg's hand on her shoulder. Some people might think that's okay and her to hold it back. No. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a glass of water, y'all. This is nasty work. This person in the comments talking about she's a grown woman, a widow, and Kobe would be happy. Kobe would not be happy with Snoop Dogg, Paul Gasol, Rob Pelinka, or any of his close friends messing with Vanessa Bryant. I don't care what y'all say in the comments. I mean, that's nasty work. I just really hope that it's not Snoop Dogg that's the one that's messing with Vanessa Bryant. Because we all know Vanessa Bryant been, single, unfortunately, now, since 2020. It's been, 4 years now? You know that she gotta be messing with somebody on the low, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. You can't say that Vanessa Bryant hasn't messed with nobody for 4 years. Nah.
What made this scandal sting even deeper? The damage it's doing to Kobe's legacy. His empire, built brick by brick, is starting to wobble. Sponsors are reportedly getting cold feet, deals are being yanked, and contracts that once seemed automatic are now being shelved. The Black Mamba dream, the empire Kobe built to live on after him, suddenly feels shaky, and fans are pointing the finger at Vanessa for fumbling the bag. And just when she thought she could control the narrative, Stephen A made sure she stayed in the hot seat. He didn't back down after her Instagram stunt. He doubled up. He went live again, firing off more shots, calling her out for dodging accountability and reminding everyone that she dug this pit herself, and now she's the one trapped in it. This time, Stephen A. didn't just clown Vanessa for letting herself get played by some random guy. He went for the jugular. He straight up demanded answers about how she's been handling Kobe's charity projects, the very ones meant to support children in need. That's a touchy subject, because people have already dragged Vanessa before for not looking out for Kobe's parents, even though he left her a massive fortune. But Stephen A. claimed the problem runs way deeper than family drama. On air, he pulled out what he said were financial records from some of Kobe and Vanessa's joint foundations. And what was inside? Little red flags, tiny inconsistencies that at first glance might seem like nothing. But according to Stephen, those errors might not be innocent at all. And he hinted that the fingerprints all point back to Vanessa. The clip that went viral showed Stephen in rare form. No smirk, no jokes. His voice was low, sharp, deliberate, like a man who knew the weight of what he was saying. He leaned in, paused between sentences, and the silence in the room told the story before he even finished.
Just as an aside, before I get on out of here today, I want to preface my comments by my pending comments by saying, my staff didn't want me to do this. You know, they didn't want me to bring this up. So because of them, out of respect for them, I'm not going to mention names or the trifling individuals that keep talking shit about me.
And the implication was brutal. Without spelling it out, the receipt suggested that charity funds could have been funneled somewhere they didn't belong, maybe even into the pockets of Vanessa's now ex-man. If that's true, it makes her messy breakup look 10 times worse. Now, to be clear, nothing has been officially proven yet, but if these claims check out, the fallout would be massive, and Stephen A. made it clear he's not stopping until every detail comes to light. Meanwhile, Vanessa's gone completely quiet, and that silence is louder than anything she's ever posted. And now I've got to ask you, what do you think about this whole mess? Do you believe Stephen A.'s receipts, or do you think Vanessa's just being dragged unfairly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next update on this wild story.